Jonathan Demme was born on February 22, 1944 in Long Island, New York. From notable feature films such as The Silence of the Lambs in Philadelphia to concert movies and documentaries, Jonathan Demme has left a huge influence on multiple genres of film for generations to come. Mr. Demme's first introduction into the world of cinema was writing as a film critic for the student paper at the University of Florida. Disliking his experience, Demme ended up dropping out of school only to find more work reviewing film after the fact. Impressed by his writing, producer Joseph Levine, a friend of Demme's father, hired him to work as a publicist in his production company. After months of continued writing, Demme was encouraged to write a screenplay for the company. Once his screenplay was complete and approved, he was then encouraged to direct the film as well. Resulting in all of this was Angels Hard as They Come, Jonathan Demme's first feature film. While this film wasn't Demme's best work, it catapulted him into the world of Hollywood. Demme spent the next 20 years writing, directing, and producing many films, but it wasn't until 1991 when Jonathan Demme directed The Silence of the Lambs, where he was cemented as a top-notch director in Hollywood. After winning the Academy Award for Best Director for his work on the psychological thriller that is The Silence of the Lambs, Demme went on to direct some of Hollywood's most loved motion pictures up until his tragic death in 2017. While Demme was taken from our world too soon, his directing style remains one of the most influential in Hollywood to date. A Jonathan Demme film is defined by its flow of humanity. Demme wanted every member of his audience to be in the character's shoes. It didn't matter whether the character was a troubled wife of a mobster, a goofy truck driver, or a serial killer. Demme wanted his audience to know them. He wanted to take full measure of their life and spirit. He wanted his audience to be in awe of how much these characters could move or surprise them. He always strove to deliver characters that mirrored some form of his audience's experiences and dreams. Demme is a director whose films are recognizable not only because of the way that they look, but because of the way that they feel. And boy, oh boy, you can definitely feel it throughout any Jonathan Demme film. Another thing that Demme is known for is his dramatic close-ups. This technique further supports his desire for his audience to know his characters. This technique is so subtle but so powerful because for just a fraction of a second before our minds catch up with us, it's as if this fictional character has looked up and noticed us sitting there watching them, and they stare right back. The final thing to look out for when identifying a Jonathan Demme film is his love for the underdog. Most of Demme's films follow the underdog's journey and how they overcome challenges and defeat. Above everything else, though, Jonathan Demme was an empathetic man. He was an empathetic director, and it shows on screen. Thank you for listening, and please go watch a Jonathan Demme movie. You will not be disappointed.